Hell yeah. All right, so that's working. All right, I think everything is working. And we're going to put this up there. I'm going to put that up there. You guys can't see what I'm even looking at. Now you can. Look at that. Woo, baby. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. We'll put that like that. And we'll put that like that. Shit, I forgot. I gotta grab. Well, hopefully this doesn't break anything. Because I'm gonna grab some shit from inside. So we're going on an adventure, everybody. Alrighty. Almost forgot some of these parts that we're going to need for later today. Look at, I don't know if you can see that, but it's glitching. All right. Let's see if, yeah, Wi-Fi is looking good. Everybody's happy. Cool. Cool. All right, let us get this going because I got to check some shit right quick. Hell yeah, dudes. I don't know who that is, but okay. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah, dude. So that's working. See, I should be able to pause this, save on some, what you call it? Hell yeah, dude. Awesome. Alrighty. Forgot to shut that. Oh, that red, white, and blue. Oh, that's one in red, you. And the song. It ain't me. It ain't me. I'm the fortunate one. No. Alrighty. So I cut all the plugs for the new engine. Got them all labeled. We can go through and figure out the pins. Set that there so I know to grab it later. We might need some of this later, so I'm not going to toss it with the other shit, because if we need it, we're going to need it for the transmission. And I'm charging, right? Yes. I am coming. Yeah, dude. Sleep on the dawn. Old Barbara's motor, baby. What a mess. Reusable. What a mess. Oh, what the fuck is this, eh? I don't wanna get here tonight. I'm feeling that something ain't right. Scared to get so full of my shit. So that's a problem. I'm not gonna be able to see that. Middle with you. What is I should do? Yeah, there's a lot of crap down there that I can't access, and we can't really see on stream. I'm pretty sure that this is the knock sensor and O2 wires, but we need to be sure before we cut them, because this would make sense. 2 wires for the knock sensor. Already getting shit on myself. Cocaine. Wanna get on and brown cocaine. And she don't like. What about the mouse? Yeah, these shorts are fucked. She don't like. Don't like cocaine. Cocaine. Throttle position sensor. IC. Highway. Looking for adventure. Whatever comes our way. Don't take it happen. Electric guns at one send. Floating to space. And fly so high. Never wanna die. Born to be wild. This has shielding on it, so it's got to be important. I can't tell how to get this off. Oh, there we go. Never comes our way. Yeah, man, don't make it happen. Look at this spider, eh? Nature's child, born to be wild. We'd fly so high, never wanna die. Oh shit! Yeah! Listen to that 2J purr, baby. That is one of the only 2JZ Jeeps that I have respect for currently. There's very few out there. It's a very small group of people. And that man does not shy away from the throttle. You know what I'm saying? 500, I appreciate you, big dog. I appreciate you big time. 41 months, huh? How crazy is that, bro? How crazy is that? Who would have thought? Not me. See, I think we're going to be... Yeah, I think we're going to get a little controversial with it. Let's see, this is where the majority of the shit goes. That's 2, so that could be... Wait, is that purple and white? Yeah, purple and white. That is the crankshaft position sensor. So I don't know where the CPS went, but... Must be somewhere in there. Who would have thought, huh? Hell yeah, dude. Dude, yeah, the bar light makes it so good. I fixed up the stream as much as I could, you know what I mean? As you saw, we got some new notifications. I even, the Jeep 2J, that only plays for people who've been subscribed, some scribblers for more than a year, dude. So that is just for the homies giving the long support. You know what I'm saying? Not the short support, the long support. All right, as much as I do like this mix, because I can recognize it just from Menser. Fuck, what a specimen Menser was, man. What an absolute specimen. We're gonna get a little atmospheric with it. Support the long way. Giving him the support the long way round. Well, you know, I hope you twos enjoy the stream. Thank you for the compliments, Snowburst. Appreciate it. We're doing garage stuff. We're looking. This is the. Wait, I'm not even recording. I should record some of this so I can make some. What you call it. Let's see. We're going to test it. I don't know how good of an idea this is, but we're recording in both normal aspect ratio and vertical, baby. Yeah, dude. The YouTube content has just been kind of stale, man. So I figure I'll just do shorts and build up the old following that way. Does this go down to... What is this? What the fuck is this? Well, I don't care. I think it's an emissions tube. We don't believe in emissions. We believe in tuning. We don't believe in emissions. We believe in tuning. What the fuck is this wire? Was this me trying to fix something? I think this was me trying to fix something. Yep. Yep, this was me trying to fix stuff. It's a speaker wire. Yeah, dude. We emit the power. That's our emissions. Actually, there was, way back in the day, he's not around anymore. I think the official word is he kind of disappeared. You know what I mean? One of those, just disappeared. It was a Ford Mustang owner with a 5-liter V8. And what he did was on the fuel rail, he actually had the gas getting heated up on the fuel rail. So it would vaporize before it went into the system, like before it went into the actual engine. You know what I mean? It would vaporize. And that is actually how he managed to get like 100 miles to the gallon on a fucking V8. So of course he got disappeared. Makes sense, right? But yeah, dude, could you imagine 100 miles to the gallon on a fucking V8? He ran it lean as fuck. Because the gas was already vaporized, so he could just, you know what I mean? So crazy, dude. So crazy. 100 miles to the gallon out of a V8, man? No, I'm telling you, bro. And the plastic gasoline drama, didn't he get disappeared too? Wasn't one of his last, unless I'm just hearing rumors, but he had like a public thing. He was showing off his plasticine or plastiline or whatever he called it. You know what I mean? But yeah, that was suggested in the reels recently. I think today, actually. I saw that and I was like, oh. It wasn't even the actual guy. Somebody else was talking about it and they were like, hey, look at this last reel from him. And dude was saying weird stuff was happening or whatever. But yeah, dude. Black dude with, didn't he always like, in my head, I have a mental image of him in a suit. And in my head, I have a mental image of him in a suit surrounded by people as he was showing off his plastiline, bro. Fucking Jesus, shark. Old me did bad things. Yeah, dude. Mom says he's safe. I don't believe it. Got tested as good real gas from a big testing facility. Wow, dude. Yep. Hate to hear it, hate to hear it. It's just what happens with the innovators. There is so much crud in this that even the Quest could pick up all the particulates. Look at that. You can see it on the Quest, bro. That's how... Basically, the idea is, right, the old style harness wasn't bad. I mean, look, these wires, you can tell they look good. They're just a little bit faded. You know what I mean? But they got rubbed on. And that's what I hope you can see it. I can see it plain as fucking day, which is crazy because I'm in a low resolution here. You know, not IRL res. But you get my point. The wires rub on each other, and that's what ultimately causes the wires to just kind of go poopy. We'll just put you there for near. You're not kayak related, but kayak is now parts storage. And yeah, look at what old Shark did, bro. Look at this. The Marine boys, and you just one at a time, so that way because normally there used to be a plug right here, and that's what was mounted to this, and that plug goes to shit, so you get rid of it, and that helps clean things up. Yeah, bro, I seriously doubt he's safe, man, unfortunately. But I mean, hey, that's a pretty exclusive club to join, you know? The I Got Disappeared club. Not that I'd want to be in that club. Also, how's my camera positioning going? I have a bad habit of using the bottom of my eyes, so I got to make sure to keep it in the middle, so that way you guys can see what I'm doing. "24-pin Mobo connector?" Dude, don't joke. Don't joke. We actually do use Molex connectors in the Speeduino world. We do actually have some setups are actually using Molex connectors, like on your motherboard and whatnot. So it is a thing. It's a thing. Molex is good shit, but the Deutsch connectors, or I forget what the other ones were, but the Deutsch is like the hotness. That's still a good price. And then there's another one, I forget what it's called, but it starts with A or something like that. I don't remember. But yeah, that stuff is super expensive, but super good. And see, I gotta fix the next thing to do for OBS and whatnot is to fix the audio delay for the IP cameras. So like I'm gonna punch. So do you see how my arm, you know what I mean? My arm was already well extended before you heard me say punch, but I was doing them at the same time. Goddamn, I gotta add an audio delay. Damn Germans and their fancy connectors. Dude, I know, right? Alright, we're going through the wires though. This is the hard part of Barb. Yeah, this is the hard part of Barb. Cleaning out the old schmutz. You know what I mean? In theory, we could honestly just slap the whole new motor in here and reuse a lot of this shit, but I don't trust all this. This is horrible wire management. Like, look at this bend, dude. That's not good. And it bends really easy. I bet you it's halfway broken in there, dude. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't, this has some resistance, but this guy that was bent like this for so long, there's nothing there. It's like definitely broken metal inside the wrapping. Let's just move the whole trash. Yeah, never trust old wires, dude. Yeah, so the funny thing about the mask is how much it actually hides, you know? Hides more than just my face. And I think some of these are actually useful wires here too, so I gotta be careful what I cut. Like, obviously these grounds are all fine to cut. But I gotta cut it here because I think some of these grounds are needed. So we'll have to go back through more wire harness here, but you know, that's a part of it. It's a part of it. Woo, I am sweating. It's cold here in the garage too. Come on, twist at me. Oh, that feels good. Yes. Give me life, fan. Defog. Defog. Be a fan, buy a fan. But yeah, dude, we're live streaming on both. What do you mean my bitrate is lower than the recommended? The audio stream's current bitrate, 0, is lower than the Mecca recommended. Oh man, is it broken on YouTube end? I hope not. I hope not. I was so excited about multi-streaming. I can just feel the sweat starting, boys. So interesting shit though, is the 88 seems to have shielded wires. I think this is honestly the NOx sensor, but there was no shielded wires on the 90 or the 89, the Comanche. So the 88, old Barbara here, had some shielded wires. See, shielding. So the 88 had some shielded wires, but the 89 didn't. I wonder if they got rid of the NOx sensor and motherfucking... Wonder if this was the last year for the NOx sensor. That doesn't sound right. Yeah, that doesn't sound right. Yeah, because see this whole bundle here that I'm unwrapping, this all goes to the ECU, hidden behind the dash. So this, we can't really see it, but that grommet right there, we're going to pull that out and reuse a lot of, well, we're going to reuse that hole. We're going to reuse that hole a lot. Look at that. We're already making progress. Oh, yeah, that's going to be an easy grommet to get out, too. Feels good, Mington. But yeah, so all that shit that actually goes in there, in theory, we could just cut. But we're not going to just blatantly cut it so that way I don't fuck my day up. Because for all I know, I might end up needing... like the power wire that goes to the ECU, that might be the one piece that I reuse. So I want to, well, I don't know. I won't reuse the wire because 500, you got a good point, 500. Great point, man. Don't reuse old wire when you can replace with new. But I forgot my flashlight. That would have been handy. Oh, Something made a nest, huh? Well, sounds about right. But just underneath there, just underneath in there is a, that's where the fuse block is. So I might just reuse the fuse block wire for the ECU, because I can repin the fuse block. I have the pins for it somewhere. Even if I don't know, if I don't have them, I can still find them on Amazon, because that's where I bought them from. Okay, so all this madness that we just did was so that way. And see, this wire is all intertangled with itself, and just a fucking mess. Look at this, dude. That's factory. That's factory. This, whatever the fuck this is factory. I didn't do this. That's all factory. Yeah, that's the factory ground for the injectors. Okay, so that's going to have to go way back in there, and we're going to have to dig all that shit out. Wow. So that's, that helps explain why I had so many electrical gremlins on this vehicle, is they just did not do it right from day one, dude. That was me. That right there, that was me. But this, what is this? It's like a piece of plastic? Whatever, dude. Let's not get distracted, And one set of these wires actually goes to the ECU, and the other set actually goes to the TCU. God, how am I going to unjumble all this, dude? Ugh. Hey-oh. Hey, YouTube chat, thank you, 500. Is the audio good on YouTube? Is the audio good? I hope the audio is good, dude. Look, this is duct tape. That's literally duct tape. That's from the factory. That's my level of quality, but it's from the factory. I didn't do that, but it looks like I did. You know what I mean? All right, so I don't know how to untangle this in a nice way, and we're quickly... We are quickly devolving... Yeah, we are quickly devolving into a cut one by one situation. There's no fast way to do this. Hey, cheap things! Dude, the water redeem didn't go off. Or did it? I set that up. It was supposed to be working. Yeah. Right there where it says Twitch alerts, that's supposed to make a little noise for the water. But yeah, 500, the YouTube can't have music because it'll get demonetized and I'll get in trouble. So what I do is I don't have music on YouTube, so that way we can tell people, hey, come over to Twitch, we've got music and emotes. The visual at least went off? Hell yeah, dude. At least that went on. Oh, I'm cooling down the head right now. We're hitting the fan on the head, boys. All right, one wire by one wire. Oh, what up, Hund? How you doing, bro? Yeah, man. Yeah! Yeah! Hund, I appreciate you, bro. The whole gang is here. Monkey hopped in and dropped a YouTube chat. Hund dropped some bits. We got to see the new... I got a whole bunch of Top Gear emotes, or Top Gear things for whenever we do bits. So we got to see the new ones, boys. We got to see the fucking new ones, boys. All right. That's the first wire cut. Yes, thank you, Hund. I'm so proud of those. I'm so proud of those. I feel like my stream is finally not in shambles, dude. All right, reset the recording. Yeah, dude, all of the bit notifications, are Top Gear, except for I did have, sometimes randomly, we'll get some Mike Menser up in there. And he gives a good little bit of motivational speech, because Mike Menser is the fucking champ, bro. Uncrowned king. Like Kevin Levrone. Anyways. Thank you so much for being here, boys. Yeah, 500, you get it. Your own little mix on the YouTube's ends. Okay. Let's see, yeah, that was good. Or wait, hold on. 1988 Jeep Cherokee. We call her Barbara. The wire harness from the factory is shit. Now, you might be saying, Shark, you have some soldered joints in there. Yep, that was me. I did it to replace a plug that had rusted out. But, where'd it go? This was also me. That was factory. This was just covered in some plastic. And this was factory. That is Jeep Renix era duct tape right there. You shouldn't be doing this to your harnesses, ladies and gentlemen. You should not be doing this to your harnesses. So that's why we're going to cut it all out. Just Jeep things. All right, and this was the first wire that we cut out. Let's cut some more. All right, we're going to trace the little light blue. Becky likes blue. Becky, let me smash. Becky, let me smash. We're not going to cut it the whole way down, but good enough. There we go. That's 2. Should we start a countdown for every single wire I cut? I don't know where this wire goes. Okay, well, we're going to leave that wire then. So the red wire gets to stay. What about you, yellow wire? Do you go to the Jeep ECU or do you go elsewhere? On tonight's episode of Whose Wire Is This? Dude, we're not in chamois. Jamie, pull that up. I need a wire counter. I'm already losing track. We're at 3? Yeah, we did. We did the ground and then the blue and then the yellow. We're at 3. All right. Okay, that goes to not the ECU. And this probably goes to the somewhere else in the engine bay as well. Yep, no fucking idea where those go. And these go underneath into the abyss, which down there is the O2 sensor and the NOx sensor. So I should be safe to cut these wires, but we ain't gonna risk it for that biscuit. It's not worth it. Meanwhile, these 3 wires go some awkward place into the Jeep. Man, we're gonna have to undo so much shit. So next up, this was the... Look at this. Look at this. It's such shit, dude. It's covered in schmuck. This is the idle air control valve plug. And now we're going to go, whose wire is this? Cut that wire! Jamie, pull that up. Whose wire is this? Jamie, whose wire is this? Jamie, whose wire is this? Oh, new technique just dropped. Pull wire tight, strum like guitar string. That's how you get through the mess. Hell yeah, boys. Hell fucking yeah. I've lost track of how many wires we've cut, but we're fucking cutting them. Actually, let's taunt all 3. Pull them taunt, boys. All 3 at once. Hell yeah. Stepper wires. Yeah, baby. Look at that. Plug. No, that's useful stuff. This might be useful stuff that I'm having indecision on where to put it. Into the other end of the kayak. I'm glad you don't defuse bombs for a living. I mean, when World War III pops off, sign me up. Don't know what wires those is. I didn't cut this wire. Yeah, I didn't cut that wire. Okay. This I know just by the color because I looked at it so much. This is the crank position sensor, which we're not even reusing this plug for, even when I do use the same style sensor, we're not reusing this plug. This is the old outdated style that, I mean, maybe I'll sell it to somebody, I guess, maybe. Dude. Hell yeah, bro. We're multi-streaming, lads. We're multi-streaming. All right, so this was the one that kind of went into weird locations. I think this was this guy, the intake air temperature. So we can cut that sensor ground. Who's that Pokemon? Pull the wire taut. Goes all the way into the ECU. What's this wire? It's in the way. I don't know. All right. Hell yeah, dude. Little Molex connector. Well, not Molex. I forgot what those are. Boop, 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 ba-doop, boop, boop, doop, boop, ba-doop. Who's that Pokemon? It's Pikachu! Fuck! That's not supposed to be on there. Doot doot, bum 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 bum. Now, is there a way to easily... How do I get these fuckers off? Come on, these injectors are worth $2. I want to save them. Oh, is it this little... Is that metal? Yeah, and how do I get you out of there? I think we need a little tiny flathead. Hell yeah, boys, we're doing Jeep shit. Look at my hands. They're fucking fucked. There's the little picky boy. Ooh, it's got an angle. Angle for the dangle, baby. Dude, and look at my YouTube numbers. Holy shit. I can't believe it. Hell yeah, dudes. If you're on YouTube, please put your own music on. We're listening to some music here over on Twitch. And if you want to listen to the same music as us, obviously come on over to Twitch, bro. How do I get this out, dude? There's probably a professional way of doing this. Oh, wait. Yeah, there's probably a real professional way of doing this where you save the boot and all that other shit, which would be really cool. Do I push this guy? No. Oh, there we go. Son of bitch boy. Yeah, I have no idea how I'm supposed to do this, but... Yep, that was the trick. Which don't seem like much of a fucking trick. You know, just rip it off. The worrying thing is I smell a lot of gas. You know what I mean? That's a little bit worrying because there's no gas flowing. So that means we had a pretty bad leak, or what you call it. We either had pretty bad leak. Come on, shark, use your eyes. We either had a really bad leak. We either had a really bad leak or really bad blow-by. Frankly, given the status of this engine, I wouldn't be surprised if it was blow-by that bad and we're smelling gas in the oil, which is a little fucking freaky. I would have expected it to evap by now. This engine's been sitting here for years, brother. It's not been used for years, brother. For years, brother. Well, there goes that boot. Oh, well. Hopefully nobody needs those boots. Dude, 9 views over on YouTube. Total of 6 viewers here on Twitch. God, I appreciate you, boys. I know I haven't streamed and it feels like forever, so the fact that you guys keep supporting, you know, I've been thinking about it a lot, you know what I mean? You know, old Cherokee boy, I'm getting old as far as the internet is concerned. At least I'm feeling old, you know? Sometimes it worries me, you know? Should I keep doing the silly thing? I look like a goofball. I'm turning 35 this year. You know? I'm turning 35 this year and I still wear a mask talking to strangers on the internet. 0 bitches. I get 0 bitches. But you already knew that. You could fucking tell. I saw my stepdad the other day for his birthday and whatnot. And when I was buying my house, I made a joke that just up the way, you know, just up the road, there's a church. And I made the joke to my stepdad. I was like, you know, man, if worse comes to worse, I'll just go on down to church and find myself a nice kinky Christian woman. Fuck, boys. Not yet. Not yet. We're still here. We're still doing the thing. I love these streams. Who cares what other people think? Well, I mean, I care a little bit. You know, I'm just being honest here. I care if it's if y'all are thinking it's enjoyable and all that jazz. Otherwise, why the fuck am I doing this? But you guys keep coming back. You keep supporting. You keep subbing. You know, I gotta keep going. I gotta build this shit. Gotta build this Jeep. Ow, I just got my fucking... Something went under my fingernail. That was the bamboo torture. The bamboo and the fingernail torture. Woo-hoo-hoo. I have completely lost track of how many wires we've cut, but I feel like we're getting somewhere. You know what I'm saying? We like the goofy shark time. Dude, hey, you know what? See, that's what I'm saying. You guys keep coming back. You keep supporting, dudes. The poop hole loophole, dude. Hell yeah, man. I don't want a bitch. I want a woman. You know, bro, you're so fucking right. I want a proper queen, damn it. Want a proper queen, son. Looks like this blue and the green gotta go, bro. And look at this. They use the same color, so I'm not gonna feel bad when I use the same color for random shit. Tell you what. Hell yeah, bro. Injectors officially out. Well, hey, you know what, boys? I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep streaming while you're still watching and finding the enjoyments. At least for now. You guys give me a reason. You guys give me hope. Ah, yes. That's actually a coolant temp sensor. What a plug, huh? What a fucking sensor. What the fuck? This doesn't go to the ECU? What? No, that's a fucking lie. Yeah, because there's no sensor there. And there's no sensor in the thermostat. What the fuck? This is confusing. I think I did cut this wire at least. Or not? Man, this is wild, dude. I understand why people hate wiring. I really do. Yeah, these are wild, dude. Whatever those wires go to is intriguing. All right, so that is... Yeah, that's all the shit underneath the Jeep that I can't get to. And then the shit that's going to the shit that's going to the transmission control unit, which I have to build a new one now. Oh, dude, some water. I guess you're going to be streaming a long time. Hell yeah, bro. Okay, good save there, bro. Good save there, Clips. I was like, whoa. Whoa. Dude, hell yeah, dude. I had some macaroni today, but I did not follow it up with some nugs. Look at this horrible job. Yeah, so this is my starter. This is my starter wire. Do you think that's seen better days? This is not what we want to be seeing. This is not what we want to be seeing. Guess I'm gonna need all new wires. What year is the Jeep? It is an 88, Minnow. It's an 88. Old girl 88. Old Barbara the 88. All right, I gotta get the Renix engine monitor wire out. I don't want to see that hanging in burb anymore. Let's see, wasn't it just tape? Yeah. Yep. Renix engine monitor. This is a very old version. 500, did you ever get a Renix engine monitor? Is that something you had purchased? I forget. Because 500, if you need one, I got one now. Yeah, fucking A. Welcome to the first welcome to the first chats here. No, I am not using the Ray-Bans. However, that would be pretty dope. No, I got the Quest 3. And I'm Sharkface. Thanks for showing up. We build stuff here, specifically Jeeps. I've got a blown motor in the 88, but we've got a 96 high output. Happy feelings all of the time. Dude, I gotta go back and re-edit that. Oh, so that is, if you don't know, that's oh. Oh man, fucking A. The Clips, Minnow, thank you so much for the follow. Hund, what a fucking supporter. I gotta make a gift. I gotta make a gift sub notification just because of you, Hund. I appreciate that, dude. I fucking appreciate that, dude. Yeah, that the follow notification, that's from what you call it, Kung Pao. Kung Pao Enter the Fist. It's an old movie. Hell yeah, 500. The Renix engine monitor is what the people need, man. But yeah, guys, welcome. This is my 88. We lovingly call her Barbara. Her scalped potatoes are fucked. And the reason that we're cutting all these wires out is because I'm going to do an aftermarket ECU. In this Jeep, we're going to be putting a Speedwino. And also another reason why we're cutting out all the old wires is, well, take this for example. That is duct tape. Your eyes do not deceive you. That is duct tape. And I didn't do that. That is from the factory. So that sucks. You know what I mean? We don't want that shit, dude. We do not want that shit. That's for fucking sure. And then we have vacuum ports that are not really useful. And we have a whole bunch more wires we got to worry about. Like an AC unit, once again, not fucking useful. Does this unplug or is this just some, what the fuck is this? What are you, dit? That does unplug. So one unplugs, but the other don't. No, there we go. Yeah, that's crazy. That actually is really crazy. Okay, what the fuck am I gonna do here, dude? This shit is a mess, bro. So to get to all the wires, I think I'm going to have to start deleting some shit. We might we might be, yeah, I think we're about to do something that I don't know if the EPA supports. I don't know how the EPA is about to feel about what I'm going to do. And if you know, you know. You got your priorities straight? No, dude, my priorities are fucking crooked, dude. My priorities are so crooked, they walk with a limp. Let that one simmer in your brain. Think about that. My priorities are so fucking crooked, bud. Yeah, it is time to do something the EPA would not approve of. All right, we have the fan blowing on the Jeep, which is about to be useful. Look at, you got soft hands, brother. Dude, Mighty Car Mods. I got that flag from the boys. We got the America, because goddamn greatest country the world's ever seen. Dude, wires everywhere, Minnow. Everywhere. It's gonna get worse before it gets better, okay? If you have to watch, something else over this, I understand, but it's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse. And look at my wrenches. Isn't this magnificent? All of these are available for download on printables. You can find it under my profile, Sharkface Lives. Bruh. Oh, embarrassing. Grabbed the wrong size. And the best part about streaming it is, I know you guys have done that before too. I know I'm not the only one. Don't act like I'm the only one that has to walk to the wrenches display multiple times until finally grabbing all the wrenches out of pure frustration. So many trips just for the right wrench. Fucking A, dude. But dude, I didn't realize how close I was to... Oh, just barely, dude. I didn't realize how close I was to 200, man. Look away and the EPA won't know. Nothing happened, boys. That was loose already. Also, there was no gas. There was no gas. So, I didn't actually... Burn out a day keeps the EPA away. I didn't actually upset the EPA. There was nothing in there. I didn't actually do anything anti-EPA. They was already empty. Wait, Shark, you frickin' silly Billy, dude. I honestly haven't done a burnout in a minute, though. I was testing out that new ECU. on the Comanche. I do believe these come off. Yeah, I was testing out that new ECU on the Comanche, and while I was testing the while I was testing, I developed a piston slap. How am I going to get you out, huh? This might be a PB blaster situation here, boys. Holy shit. Yeah, do you see it just bend in the metal? Oh, my Sawzall! I never got a new Sawzall after my Sawzall broke. Fuck. All right, so yeah, we're just gonna have some dangly banglies up in here. Oh, I can't really read that, eh? So I can kind of read this. That was 15/16. There's 1 7/8 and 3/4, right? No, 13/16. Ooh, big boy. Hell yeah, thank you for all the support today, y'all. Thank you so much for all the support. All right, so this, I do love the atmospheric drum and bass, but we need something different, boys. We need something different. We need some Rally House. It still is, it's still uppity and fun, but... And for the record, if you don't want to listen... Yeah, we needed something bigger than an inch. For the record, if you don't want to listen to the same music and you just, you want to switch it up, there's no music over on the YouTubes. And wait, what if it's a metric, not an SAE? What if it's a metric? Just saying. Holy fuck, it's 10 o'clock already? Bro, not cool. Time was supposed to stop so we could have fun tonight. I love how these came off, at least. That's good vibes. I got fucking soft hands. Come on. That's actually really fucking hard. And my hands are covered in fucking shit. What do you think? Is this a good engine mount? I can stick my finger in it. Finger almost got stuck too. That was scary for a second there. Hell yeah, Minnow, thank you. I hope you have a wonderful night. We'll be back Friday. Look at all this shit from spiders, dude. Need some water. All right. AC didn't have any charge, so shut the garage again. I like to be isolated in my little garage cocoon. All right, so this guy, more or less out of the way. This guy, very much in the way. We can at least cut that. But people in one way. Oh, man, I'm going to need to wash my face after this one. You know what I'm saying? God damn. I think this was the distributor, and you can tell it's a little fucky-fuckied, huh? It's covered in schmutz. Here, let's pull these plug wires. I think they're useful still. Yeah, we'll put them with the other wires that are questionable. We just got to get shit out the way is what it comes down to. Oh man, that was funny. Clips Click came in with his first chat and got auto-corrected. I think all of us were like, bro, we're a bunch of rednecks here. We don't need more accusations. I'm so happy you came by, though, Clips. I appreciate you, brah. Brah. Oh, we almost lost that one. So alone on you. It feels so alone. It feels so on you. What the fuck is this? What the fuck? I think this is the starter switch. Yeah, I think that's the starter. The starter motors. The starter motors. That's a bunch of grounds. And then we have some manner of vacuum hoses here. Oh. Okay. Whoa, dude. Damn, we were sucking in dirt? Do you see all this? Boys, do you see this? Yeah, that's Silver Lake sand dunes. Yeah, I was sucking in sand at the dunes. That's, it's not what you want. Sucking in sand is not that's not a very cash money thing to do, Barbara. Barbara, that is not very cash money. It's very uncash money of you, Barbara. Why have you done this, Barbara? And all these diagnostic stuffs can go as well, because we don't do that anymore. We have Bluetooth for our diagnostics. We're goddamn proper gentlemen. God, and look at this coil pack. This wasn't me, dude. This wasn't me. Luckily, we ain't going to need this again. Yeah, look at that. Discoloration inside the plug, dude. Fucking inside the plug. Jesus. Sand doesn't go in the fucking lines. Exactly, 500. Thanks for the clip, dude. God, you guys are the best. You know, I said it once, I'll say it again. Wouldn't be possible without you boys. Well, I mean, it would be possible, but it wouldn't have lasted. You know what I mean? I would have definitely quit by now. 100%. All right, so let's get this little chungus gone. This fucking guy needs to go. We're actually going to replug this so that way we don't lose track of it. Hey, shocks are still good. At least the whatchamacallums are. Yeah, there was definitely something living in here because I got the bird's nest over there and more shit over here. But anyways, yeah, look, these vacuum tubes don't actually do anything. Oh, actually, they might do something, but I'm not really sure. I think the vacuum lines are somehow involved in the heating and cooling, which I'm only going to need the defroster on the windshield, so we'll test that out when the time comes. But these are not cash money. These plastic tubes are pretty solid, filled with shit. Literally, we found sand in them, so we'll start undoing some of that. All these vacuum tubes, man. What is that? What are you? Honestly, bruv. Some of these wires, bro, where do they fucking go? Oh, this one goes underneath the bumper. It's the weird ball everybody asks about. All right, so I have a rough idea of what to do then. Get this guy out, get that guy out, start cleaning up the vacuum lines. All right, so this guy, I think it's only attached right there. I wonder. Well, I could grab the cutting disc. Because, yeah, this is the biggest snipper I've got. If I had a bolt cutter, I would just literally just cut those fuckers. Honestly, maybe I needed to buy myself a bolt cutter. That's a good idea. I think this isn't gonna work. I think this is gonna be too big. And I only have a few extensions. What happened to all my extensions? I used to have like 2 feet. But I think we're gonna have to use the quarter. Because I think this bolt right here. Oh, yes, we got lucky. And then are these bolts or what the fuck are those? Yeah, those are bolts. Yeah, so one is good, but we'll have to use the adapter for the other. So we need a little bit bigger than the 10. Oh man, we lost a 1 there on the 11. Let's grab the 11 and the 12 to be safe. No way, dude. I have to go back again? Bro, embarrassing. The bodega is absolutely awesome, dude. There was a little bit of damage, from pulling Barbara in. She ran into that, and I think that getting hit moved this thing that way, because now this door is a little what for, you know what I mean? All right, hopefully. Ooh, a little stiff there. Make sure you get to one on the other side. Oh, dude. We're going to give the bodega a whole redo, that's for sure, brother. All right, we finally found the right size. Yeah, if you go fast, the quest actually lags a little bit. Hell buff out. Yeah, I don't know if this guy is actually going to come out. There's another wire attached at the bottom I forgot about. Well, not wire, but fucking AC line. Which is, back on my original point, I should get a bolt cutter. That's got to be off. There we go. Okay. So, yeah, see, it's got another... Oh, that is attached. All right. We're going to undo this and use this. That's happening. Look at these nasty fucking hands. Holy shit. Hell yeah, boys. These are the only pair of shorts I've got that still fit, and I'm fucking them up. Ah! Holy shit, boys. Wait, I didn't enable subscriber only mode. Yeah, I didn't enable subscriber only mode. I must have fat fingered it. I'm sorry, everybody. Please hold. Oh yeah. We're such a fucking mess. I've got the sweaty ass and everything. There we go. Okay, I want to make it. What time is it? Whatever that was in my mouth. Okay, yeah, I want to make it at least another half an hour. Want to make it at least another half an hour. Yeah, I want to make it at least another half an hour. And then if I'm being completely honest with you boys, I've been doing the shooting practice, and I really want to stream it. So there's a very good chance that we'll be done in a half an hour, but it'll be so I can figure out some stream stuff. So that way, hopefully sometime soon here, we're going to have a shooting night. Dude, thank you, Sniper Monkey. I appreciate it, man. I'm really proud of that setup, dude. That actually, I shit you not, that tool wall took months of printing, like literally fucking months, you know what I mean? And then no way, dude. I have to go back, son of a bitch. Well, at least I got a good looking tool wall to go back to. But yeah, dude, it took months of printing. And then I think it was 3 or 4 rolls of red. Just to keep the numbers low, we'll say it was 3 rolls of red and 4 rolls of blue. So that's 7 rolls at $20 a roll. This is $140 in plastic. Not to like brag or anything, but fucking commitment. You know what I'm saying, dude? Moving to Cali, dude? Okay. This is a good thing, right? This is a good thing? This is good, right? Like we're not, or is something going on, man? Last time you talked about moving, you were a little stressed because of the mortgage, and you know what I mean? So I'm just checking up on the homie, you know? Just checking up on the homie. Before we celebrate, let's double check that the homie's okay. You're okay, homie? Fuck nerd, dude. Damn, bro. Well, Cali is a place you can make a lot of money. Ask me how I know. You know what I mean? You'll spend a lot, but you'll make a lot too. But fuck, man, I know that's been looming over your head for a while, man. So my heart goes out to you, bro. I know you being you're probably just kind of, yeah, whatever, but what up, Cobean? How you doing, bro? And see, I knew it, Monkey. I didn't even look at your chat, and I knew it. I'll be okay. Nothing but love for you, Monkey. Cobean, this is my 88 Jeep Cherokee, lovingly called Barbara. This is the stock engine from the 88. This is referred to as a Renix era Jeep. And it has, see this duct tape around wires? That wasn't me. That was from the Jeep factory. So that sucks. That's not what you want. We're gonna replace it all. and then throw in, it's called Speedwino. It's an ECU that uses an Arduino controller to, control the engine. So we're going to replace it with a Speedwino, and that'll be how it, that'll be how we control it. And obviously, since I blew up that motor, that's a whole other story, but I did blow that motor up. So I've got a new to me. I pulled this motor out of a rusted out Jeep Cherokee, a 96, so different body style. And this is the high output version. That's an extra 10 horsepower, baby. So we're going to put this motor in there with an aftermarket ECU and an aftermarket transmission controller. How dope is that, dude? Oh yeah, this Jeep is from California, and I'm on the East Coast now, dude. Yeah, 500's right, monkey. 500's right. New little fresh start? Hell yeah, dude. But oh yeah, Cobeans, I bought this on the West Coast and then drove it on home here to the Midwest. And I took it to Silver Lake Sand Dunes, if you know what that is. It's in Michigan. That's what this is for. Because you got to have a little flag when you're going on the dunes. And I actually jumped her. All four tires off the floor. Boo! Just fucking boo! So that's why the suspension's a little fucked. So that's why the suspension's a little fucked, because your boy jumped her. Yeah, boy. Yeah, I jumped her, dude. She liked it, though. She wants to do it again. She told me before stream, she was like, listen, Papa, please, I desire the air. And I was like, Barb, I'm sorry, you need a new motor. Jump to 2019 Corolla? Dude, Toyotas, man, they don't fuck around. Now, did it do... Look at that thing. I've got weak computer arms, dude. Hey, Cobean, thank you so much for the follow, bruh. Oh, I gotta get the follow notification turned up. And these used to be bolts, actually. Are they still bolts? Maybe. We could get that out. It's pretty fucked up. You know what I mean? This battery box ain't really doing battery box things. Pull it out, print a new one, maybe? Oh, shit. 3D printing. All right, so we can't get that guy out just yet. God, there's a lot of wires to sort through here, too. Some of these might just have to get cut. Just right when they enter in the harness, you know what I'm saying? Like, it looks like these guys come right in there, so I think we'll just give them a snip of these nuts. Know what I'm saying? Something just touched my leg. And I'm not tripping balls. I'm sober as hell today. That's for fucking sure. But yeah, there's so much shit. We need to get these out of the way. This is what is really causing the most blockage. This is the problem. Because we can get this out of the way, and then we can start taking wires out of here, which will lead us back up that way. Now, where does shit go into the body, though? because I know for a fact that a lot of the wires go in there, but these wires, these go to the transmission control unit. That's why they come this way into the harness. But then where do they... Yeah, we got to just start cleaning up what we can here. Finish off the night strong. So I guess we'll do the battery box right quick. Well, no, we'll leave the battery box in. I don't want to jump the gun there. You know what I'm saying? Oh, dude. I got to catch up on chat. I didn't realize you guys have been chatting it up. I fucking appreciate it. Hell yeah, dudes. God, I'm so lucky to have the homies. I'm so fucking lucky. I'm hashtag blessed. No joke. No joke. Big time hashtag blessed. Very lucky to have the homies out in the piece supporting me. Let's see, what size was this? 13? Yes. Yeah, Kobe, I'm glad you stopped by, man. This has been an amazing night for hanging out. A rising tide gets all ships high. All right, so we're doing the coolant. We might get a little... Yeah, I don't want to get too much on me. My hands are already pretty fucked. Yeah, we got at least another 18 minutes before I end up calling it. I have a few things still to fix on... I thought we were good to go, but there's just a couple things we got to fix still. Specifically, we got to fix the follow notifications sound levels, because that is a really funny bit. That is a really funny bit. I enjoyed the Betty jokes, dude. Because, yeah, that Kung Pao Enter the Fist, that movie is where I got the name for Betty, which is my other Jeep. Not this Jeep. This is Barbara. Barbara is actually named after Trailer Park Boys. Old Barb from Trailer Park Boys. Her scalped potatoes are fucked. Her scalped potatoes are fucked. Oh, you want to see the interior? I would love to, my dude. This is the cleanest Jeep I own. I hope... Shit, I didn't bring a light? No, I did bring a light. Hold on. I got you, Kobe. Let me grab a flashlight here. All right, so we're going to start in the back, because this is the least noticeable, and you can kind of see my license plate, so I'm not going to flash the... All right. We have the spare tire guard, but it's not a full-size spare. Unfortunate. We've got the bed protector plastic. Pretty sure this is from factory. And then I've got the little... it's over there. You can barely see it behind the shelf. But I've got the little... the cargo cover. It's basically just a little piece of fabric that pulls out, clips in, and covers everything up. So I'm very proud of that. Very proud of that. Moving up to the passenger seats. Yep, here's the other end of the flag for hitting the dunes. Whee! And then I needed that, and that's why it's still sitting there, but I don't remember why I needed that, so let's clear it off so that way you can see. Look at these seats, dude. Don't mind the mud. I like to go mudding, but no rips, no tears, just mud. And finally, the pièce de résistance. Oh, look at that. That's just a couple of rips there. And these seats are older than me, bro. These seats are older than me, bro. But we've got the bucket cushion, little headrest guy. I think those adjust. Yep, those adjust. Of course, more dirt. And old Barbara has 167,000 miles on the frame, dude. Yep. Nice little Bluetooth radio, dude. Not exactly period correct, but very enjoyable. And yeah, 4x4. You know what I'm saying? And of course, fire extinguisher, because when you're doing shit that I'm doing, you never know when you might start an electrical fire, which I'm going to have to recharge that. But yeah, the brand spanking new, dude. And by brand spanking new, I mean 167,000 miles and older than me, but I'm the second owner of this Jeep. I'm the second owner. I even have, you know, when you buy a car at the dealership and they have the little sheet that goes in the window, I still have it, dude. Why not winterize it? Oh shit, what were you talking winterize what? She hopefully gets to drive before the winter, and then she'll be sitting here in the garage for sure. Oh, dude, there's nothing to winterize about this engine, man. No, this thing